Hi, I'm Chris from Future Music. We're here on the Nord stand with Christopher, and he's going to take us through the new Nord Lead A1. So I'll hand you over to Christopher.
Oh, thank you. The A1 is our new entry-level synthesizer, which will be, it's a brand new line in the Nord family, so to say. So A1 is for analog modeling, but it's also A1 for a brand new start in terms of a new user interface, which is highly intuitive, and it contains a really powerful oscillator section which can be configured in 1 or 2 oscillators with a lot of both analog, extended analog and digital models. So you have a really powerful synthesis in this. Actually more powerful than the Nord Lead 4 in some ways, but I'll come back to that. There's some limitations within this. It's a 24 voice synthesizer, and it's 4 parts multi-timbral. Each part has its own effects, in-such effect, delay and reverb. So I can play.
Take us through some of the sounds and some of the capabilities of the synths, and maybe along the way explain how it differs from like the other leads, like the Lead 4.
Yeah, okay. I'll just start with initialized sound then. Here you get your standard sawtooth. If you choose another oscillator configuration, you have detune, you have 2 sawtooths if you like. If you go to shape, you have a tilt function, which means that every oscillator has its own PWM, so to say. So what you're hearing right now is the sine tilting itself into a pulse wave. If you go to triangle, you hear the triangle tilting itself into a sawtooth. And this is the initial level, but of course you can set it to LFO, or you can set it to modulation. So, and of course you have all these different digital models, which is both a series of pulse waves with a fixed formant spectrum, like the Variophone, and you have organ models, drawbar models, you have bell tone models, additive synthesis. This is all real-time, algorithmical. So there's no wavetables here, no single cycle waveforms. This is all synthesis. You got your FM models and formant models. And of course, as you recognize the filters from the Nord Lead 4, is the Minimo filter and the TB filter, as well as the usual Nord filters. And going on to the effect section, you have your chorus from the early 80s Japanese synthesizer. You got your ARP Selena string ensemble effect, which sounds really lush and 70s sounding. You got your tube drive, flanger, phaser, and ring modulator. You got your...
So that's one effect at a time? You can't layer effects?
You can layer it on 4 slots if you like to, but...
Okay.
But then it's like 4 different synths, of course. Yeah. You have your delay section with tap tempo, feedback, control, ping pong, delay in stereo. And you have your reverb section with different types of models. So, as for analog modeling, the pitch of each oscillator shifts slightly, just like a real analog synthesizer. So you got this instantaneously fat sound, and the delay section can be switched to analog mode, which kind of sounds like a PBD delay. So you got your, let's see. Yeah.
Cool. So, I mean, take us through more of the sounds. Maybe some of the presets or some of the sounds that you find.
Yeah. This is still a prototype. So the sounds in this is just sound I made. This is not the actual factory sound.
Okay.
Some of them might be actual factory sounds, but
it's not finalized yet.
It's not finalized.
But still, make some. Yeah. Give us a real intense overview of the sounds. You go to town.
Yeah. This is some of the performances I made. A little Taurus bass on the bottom, a little arpeggio. This is a lead sound which uses all 4 slots with different bend range, so you can bend your solo sound into a chord. Moog style bass.
Going through that Moog style filter as well.
Yeah. John Carpenter there, and you have your FM pianos. And this is one of the extended analog waveforms, which is really a sine wave that twists itself inside out, causing it to have a more spiky formant spectrum. Yeah, it sounds really brassy and nice, so you can do things like this. A little bit of the drawbar model.
So when is it going to be available and how much is it going to be?
This will be available in April, and in US dollars it's $17.99. I'm not sure about the European retail price.
So $17.99 and available in April. Okay, well, thanks Christopher for taking us through it. Thank you.